going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld. And as we get closer to Madden 19, I'm getting a lot of interesting questions. And one of the major things that people just don't understand is that they've changed up a lot of the ways that you cannot, that you can lose certain, cards that are valuable on the market at the time by changing the way the packs are. Now, one of the biggest misconceptions that people have is that you have to pick something as soon as you open the pack. And I have to give EA a lot of credit for this because this was something new. I'm trying to remember if they started it this year or last year where you were able to actually pick, you can actually go into the pack, not pick anything, and then come back to the pack. All right? So people are saying to me like, what if I go in there and, I'm ready to do something when I open the pack? Do I have to pick something that's in it? So this, for example, is a silver token pack. And you can see that I keep most of my unopened packs just chilling. And even though the year is over, I really don't care because there's no real use for it. A lot of people earlier in the year, they were like, yo, Gmia, I would have done this, but, when I opened the pack, I thought I had to pick one right there. You don't have to, okay? You definitely don't have to. And I'm very, very glad that you guys are feeling comfortable enough to ask these questions because, like I said, if it's something that more than one person is asking, I'm definitely going to cover it, and I'm going to continue to do that in the future because I see now that you guys enjoy the game a lot more when you understand it and you're not going someplace else and people are like, yeah, bro, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. You know that I'm not going to try to demean you as far as learning the game. Now, if I'm playing against you in the game, I'm going to go wild. You guys know that, but it's nothing personal. It's all for the entertainment of it. But I am very angry when I play Madden 18, and primarily because of the patches. But when you guys come here to learn something, I'm going to do my best to show you exactly what's going on. And for a lot of you guys that just started Madden 18 and you're getting geared up for 19 and you just don't understand a lot of things, I'm going to make sure that you do. Now, whether or not I answer your comments and stuff like that, there's a lot of comments coming in, but I'm going to try my best because, specific things that need to be addressed, I'm going to do my best to address it. I'm not going to be everywhere at every time. I'm not omnipotent. I'm not that, that crazy about it. You know what I'm saying? Where I could be everywhere. I'm not God, but I'm going to be able to answer as much as I can. Okay, so you guys got to bear with me as we learn through it and we walk through it together, and ultimately we're going to reach the same destination. So for somebody that's new, or if you're a veteran, a lot of you guys, you would just go and just, say you opened up a pack and it was like, we got garbage packs where it was like a old Khalil Mack, a version of an Ultimate Legend, and, say a rookie premier card or whatever like that. A lot of you guys would just open your pack and just pick a player. But you see how I opened the silver token pack and I had 32 options and I just backed out of it? Or if I go to an NFL Stars pack and I have all these options and I back out of it, this is very, very huge for you guys to understand exactly what's going on. Because until you actually pick the card, you can just back out of it. Okay? And understand this. This is the simplest way to make sure that you don't lose big. This is what you're going to do, right? Even at launch, if you don't understand what's going on, and I told you guys before, at launch, we're going to wait out a little bit. We're not going to just go and, pick the card right away. We got to see what the value of certain cards are on the auction house. So what you would do is this. You simply would go to the pack. You would open up the pack, right? You would see what's going on with it, okay? Very, very simple. See what's going on with it. Say you wanted to get like a Greg Olsen or a Shaq Thompson. We're not going to click on it because we don't want to have any mishaps, right? So you would do this. Then you would back out. You would go to the auction house and you would then, put in Carolina player. You'll go to the auction house. You'll go over to program and you would see exactly, well, not program. You go to team, maybe go to Panthers and then see what the cost was. What are people spending for it? See exactly what the situation is. Don't feel that you have to do it at that time, okay? Because if you open up a pack and you're like, yo, bro, this card looks sick, and then you do something like that, you're going to really hurt yourself, bro. And once you do it, there's no going back from it. You're not going to be able to do anything else after that. It's pretty much a wrap, bro. There's nothing else that you're going to be able to do. You're just going to lose that amount. Now, sometimes cards can be very, very deceptive. You can see a lot of cards that are like, they're very similar in price. Like Bradbury. I don't know if you guys remember. Bradbury, I think, what is he, like 6'1"? Yeah, he's like, and he was pretty good in 17, right? And there were different variations of his card, and a lot of people were picking the wrong one because they thought that the value was a lot higher than it actually was. That's something that I don't want you guys to do. And, obviously we see a Luke Kuechly at launch. You already know Kuechly going to be going for crazy coin. That's not what this is about. You know what I'm saying? Like these things that I'm trying to address right now has nothing to do with the big known names. It's about the cards that you may not really understand. And you know, you oh bro, I opened this pack, I gotta get it. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're gonna come in here and you're gonna look and you're gonna wait. Sometimes you don't look. Remember, the pack doesn't change, right? But the card that you take is permanent. So you have to understand that. So pretty much what's happening is this, right? Once you see the card and you understand what it is, just back out if you're not sure. Just back out if you're not sure, because if it's not a main name, and remember, like I'm already pretty sure that in Madden 19, as much as the Carolina Panther fans are going to be mad at me, it's not really my fault. Cam Newton's card usually sucks, right? Just the way he plays. Like, he's been trash since 25. No, after 25, he was good. And then, like, 15, he would just throw the ball into the stands. 16, he would throw the ball to the... Yeah, so from 15 and on, he hasn't been a decent quarterback. Now, that's not fair to Cam Newton, because you see like how they always start him off with a very low throw accuracy for deep. I don't think that's... Like, it shouldn't be that low, because I've seen Cam Newton go out there, and I understand he's very inconsistent. Even if you're a Panther fan, you have to agree with that. Like, if we're just being realistic about it, he is inconsistent with the way he throws the ball sometimes, but I don't think he's that bad. I don't think he's like 72 status, like even with this, but I just, based on, like, you know, I've had him in fantasy, and the dude will come out some games, obviously because of his rushing yards, he would really help you win, but sometimes he would be so inconsistent that I would lose so big that I would go, yo, just rage. Like, I don't think he's lasted an entire season for me. Well, maybe one season in fantasy football, because I think that the league that I was in gave bonus points for rushing. So I used him as a quarterback because I got both rushing and passing. And the rushing touchdowns counted for more, so I kept him. But I know at least 2 of my years of playing fantasy, I got rid of him early. But still, with all that, I've seen this guy line up and throw the ball like very, very accurately downfield. You know what I'm saying? Like just on the dime to Olsen. Like, so I don't really understand what that's about, but that's a very, very good example, and I'm glad I picked on the like right here that I'm on the Panthers, right? Because we're gonna use that as an example. Christian McCaffrey, these certain cards, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know how they're gonna do it. I don't know if they're gonna, like, he will have a very sought after base elite. Based on like one of his, you know, team of the week cards, you can see like this is like a general one. This is a team of the week preseason, right? So when this is going to be very, very early in August when they do this promo. Now, say that you open up a pack, right? And then you see this card, and there's a regular base elite running back of whoever, you know, in the same pack. Don't be so quick to think that the team of the week is worth more. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have to be able to evaluate what you're getting at that time, because realistically, the guys that are base core elites are more likely to be more money at launch, especially if they're power up eligible. And remember, this year with power up eligible, all you have to do, like, once you're in it, I believe, like, when you like open up a pack and you compare stuff, what happens is you can actually see from the card if it's power up eligible. So in 19, it's going to be very, very easy for you to be able to gauge what kind of card you want. For Madden 19, the thing that I really like about it is that they give you a sole screen, like a separate screen to show you exactly what you're doing to it, what the attributes will do, in addition to adding chemistry and things like that. So it's a lot better for everyone. Okay, that's very new to it and trying to understand. So that's going to actually gauge what you're trying to do. But when you're looking at these cards and you're trying to figure out what the value is and stuff like that, don't be so quick to just take something from the pack, because you're going to lose a lot like I did. Like earlier in the year, that's what I'm trying to remember. If it was, I think this might have been the first year that they allowed you to do it, and that was genius. But I didn't really feed into it early on, and I lost a lot of coins by just taking whatever I thought was good. I forgot early, who was the, it was one idiot that I took, and I don't remember what it was. And I thought that he was going to be valuable, and it was like everybody had him. Maybe it was the Tyreek Hill at launch, because like it was a Tyreek Hill, and it was another card that was elite, that was going for more, right? And I think I ended up getting him because I raid sold him like a couple times, because what happened was, this base elite, right? It was a core elite. And I thought based on his speed at launch that he was going to be sick. So at the actual pack opening screen, what I did was I was like, yo, this dude's a 90 speed. Like, he's one of the fastest receivers in the game, bro. I'm like, yo, I'm taking him. But there was another receiver that was there that was slower, that was worth more. And I don't remember what it was. But that was my mistake. and I lost a lot. I think I lost like 40K on the card because his card went down in price very, very fast because people realized that you couldn't really run by people because you could just get a guy that had like 40 zone. Go ahead and like the video if you were playing Madden 18 and you remember Terrence Newman. He had like an 84 speed and he was like locking this guy up. Like he literally put handcuffs on him and put him in the back of the car. Like that's how bad it was because the zone coverage, he had better zone coverage or some garbage like that. And that's why I ended up rage selling Tyreek Hill. But the card that was there that was available at launch with him, I'm going to look and see what it was. I can't remember exactly what was going on, but he was worth more value. And I think it was because he can catch the ball better. But it was like 80 to 81 or something like that. And it was wide receiver. So don't just assume, okay? Back out of it. It's circle to back out on PS4. And then I guess it's like B to back out on Xbox. On PC, I don't know. Because that's a new addition to what they're doing. It was this guy, Tyrell Williams, for some reason. And then I realized, well, yeah, it was him. It was Tyrell Williams because he's 6'4", right? Is this guy 6'4"? Yeah. So look, the taller receivers, for whatever reason, early at launch was going for a lot more. And then people, because of his height, he wasn't able to do a lot of things. People would rather take the Tyrell Williams over the Tyreek Hill. But me going by the speed, that's what happened. And then I ended up, I might still have him, and I'll probably put him in a set by now because it's like the end of the year. But what happened was I ended up having to, get rid of Tyreek Hill, and I had him for a little bit also. And then I think he had another version that came out shortly after that. And then I ended up getting that one also. But we start to see early on that the height was, it was a difference maker. But that's not the way that you know what I'm saying? I didn't view it like that because I thought that at launch, he would be able to run just right by people. It didn't work out that way. And in doing that, like this guy, Kevin White, he was 6'3", 87 speed. Like these were like really, really clutch. When did I get this? 222? Because I know I had another one that I ended up selling but when I first got it earlier. And this gold card was going for a decent price because he was like a sleeper also. But his value wasn't as high as the elites, obviously, at launch. But I probably opened up other packs later on in February. That's why I ended up getting another one. But he was like a sleeper because I remembered him being so fast. Obviously, he got hurt while he was with the Bears. He didn't really get a lot of extra stats put on his card. But the guy was pretty fast, and he was 6'3". So, like, guys like this are going to be sleeper cards, and you might have to evaluate it, especially if you're not 100% sure. Now, it's different ways to do it. All right, the way that I would do it, I just back out. I go to the auction house. I see exactly what's going on with the price. Go right back, get the card. Either put it right on the auction house to make coins, or I keep him in my lineup. Now, don't think that just because this guy's elite and the other guy's gold, that the elite is automatically worth more. It depends on what the market turns it into. So that Kevin White that I just showed you, that's a very, very good example. It's something that lets you understand that, okay, look, this is a situation. Make sure you understand that values of cards is not always distinguished on whether it's gold or elite. That's a very, very huge point that everybody really needs to understand because you're going to lose a lot of coins. You're going to, and when I tell you a lot, like, bro, you're going to be very, very upset the way I was, okay? And that's the whole thing. You don't want to be that guy that's like, all right, yo, bro, I'm going to just take what's there and I'm going. I don't really care. Be patient, back out, and make the best decision. Because I'm telling you right now, this is a luxury, bro. Remember, like I said, it doesn't matter. The pack won't change. It's not like if you back out and go back in, the pack is going to be something else. But you can make a lot more if you just back out and go check the prices. Sometimes, if I feel like it, I'll check Mudhead. Mudhead is usually accurate, but sometimes at launch, I don't know if it's like an overload or whatever, but sometimes it's not accurate with the price, and the market itself on your console is going to give you the better price. Because even on Xbox, it's like a bunch of criminals there. Them dudes be having prices that are crazy, and it's like, yo, what? But they have EA access. They have a lot more users on Xbox. So their prices are going to fluctuate a lot different than PS4. Sometimes it'll be high on PS4 and low on Xbox and vice versa. But make sure you know how it corresponds to your team. I mean, your system, your console. Because you don't want to be the person that's like, you know what? What am I supposed to do right now? What do I do? You see what I'm saying? You want to make sure that, look, this is what it is. This is what the price is. And as long as you do it that way, you'll always go based on the market and you won't lose like I did earlier at launch for Madden 18. All right, so just remember that. Don't be so urgent to just get whatever the pack gives you. Be very, very smart about it. Back out and do what you have to do. Okay? And yeah, I know I can open up those boss battles and get 3,000 each collectible. I know that. Thank you, guys. I knew about it like 2 weeks ago. I just don't even care right now. When I got to put my coins together to get my last rookie premiere, I'll go ahead and take care of that. But for now, I'm going to just leave it the way it is. All right? So that's pretty much what I want you guys to understand. Don't lose big like I did. Let's start off early and become millionaires sooner than later. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. You have a great day. One love.